Okay. What we do is, again, we do what I do every day. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just kind of watch. The only reason that I do it and did it is that I want to be challenged a little bit. So the other side of it, I don't want to put big pressure on my joints. So I try and avoid doing that. It's about longevity, it really is. So stretching and strength is really important. So for the mental side of it, this is really good because I find only in stretching and in the workout, the brain gets very quiet. You can't get it in any other sport. So whatever men say about yoga, it's really important to get the brain quiet. All right, don't follow me now, just try and grab the band. Even if you catch the band on the outside like this, because it's quite strong, the band, and wrap, if you want to wrap the band to challenge yourself, bring the thumb around the head like this. Don't catch the thumb like this, it'll catch you inside here, and you'll have no power on the arms. So keep the feet straight. We'll just do a little bit of basic workout at the beginning, and then we go into the yoga. So go straight in the middle of your head, just catch like this, and just turn from side to side. Only from the hips. 1. Right in the center of the head now, the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now bring the band forward, up, and roll the back muscles up. Just that. 1. 2, 3. Roll the shoulders now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down straight. One more time. Now turn the wrist up quickly. Hold the tummy in. Now bring the band through to your shin like that. Bring it up. 1. It's very strong for that muscle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. Now hold. And release. Hold the shoulders. Bring the knees together. And just rotate from the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fold the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now turn the neck and hear all the cracks in the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everything that you do is about form. This yoga is totally unconventional. You see yoga teachers that say it's not yoga, but what it does, it works fantastic for me. So with all the injuries I had, I wanted to get rid of them. I studied yoga, a lot of yoga. Vinyasa yoga, power yoga, hatha yoga. in San Francisco, but I wanted something to really kind of challenge myself every morning. So the thing consists of 400 movements, of 400 runs, 400 press-ups, 400 sun salutation, 200 legs, and then you go stretching. But the catch in it, you have to do it under an hour. It's very strong, very rewarding. So you feel, after the yoga, you feel quite tired, but you just feel fantastic. We try. So bring the legs out first. Go inside the groin, look. Get the feet straight. Now rub the thighs. Go to the knees. Go to the quads. Keep the back flat now. Go to the back of the calves. Back of the knees. Hamstrings. Two fists up and down the spine. Hands to the hands to the mat. Stay where you are. You sit. Keep the feet straight, guys. Put the hands on the knees. Walk back in. So when I say wear and tear, a lot of problems come from the hips, back problems. So you got to get quite flexible in the hips and you'll have less back problems. But when you work out, we have a tendency of going here, you can hold the knees like this, when the back rounds. You see, when the back rounds, look, I'm getting caught here. So the spine narrows down here to the coccyx. This is quite dangerous, the hips push in. That's why squatting to me is like a cardinal sin. It causes so many problems to the hips, and then you have so many problems to the back. So when you work, it's not this. See here, I'm pulling out this way. So I turn, I want to bring the energy in here and here. When I move down, the chest stays strong. Look. You have to make the legs work. They're your foundation. Yoga is about moving away from fear, as in stretching is. This is really important, that you learn how to stretch. That's the foundation of everything else. Okay, let's move down onto the mat. So can you sit back in your heels? Spread the fingers wide and the two thumbs. Go back in the front. Now stretch the feet, look. Roll in the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push back. Bring the knee forward. Roll in the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the feet flat. Move up in the hands. Walk high. And release. Go back in the front. It might sound mad to you, but the feet are just as important to have flexibility in your toes and feet as the rest of your body. It's the same with your fingers. And everybody forgets that. We forget about the hands. Everybody wants to look lovely. Okay, one last time, go back. Bring the hands and face your knees. You feel the stretch here. Push the shoulder blades forward. Okay, let's get into the yogas. Splaying the fingers is very wide. It's very important because these are the axis of the movement. If I keep what I call soft hands, if the hands are soft, the body is going to become heavy. So what you do is you work off your hands. It's all power. So what you're doing is getting a full workout in one movement. You're getting this isometric movement where you grip. It's this gripping with no madness. Yoga is hard and it's soft. Spread the fingers and the thumbs wide. And we just do 10 and we just have a look. Be careful now. If you can't do it, stop and just look. Go up at the feet, about shoulder width apart. Bring the body back. Bring the body forward like this. Go. 1, 2. Push the chest through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Turn the wrist. So normally what you do is you do 50 in the blocks. 50, 50, 50, 50 up to 400. Or if you're doing the legs, you do 50, 50, 350, and the legs is 200, so it comes up to the 1200 movements. But to do it under the hour, it's really a challenge because you can do and you feel like, yeah, I can do this, but then the body starts changing again. You have to do the running. And then it changes again, and it wants to make mistakes. You have to do the press-ups. So it's really kind of keeping the mind very quiet and let the body just become the machine. So if you panic, stop. The body's telling you to stop. You're not used to this. But I'm showing you what you can really do, what you can achieve. You can do anything. This makes you extremely strong. But not only just strong, flexible. The double whammy. Don't just do weights, do a lot of flexibility. It's really important. You need the foundation. Okay, go again. This time go 20. And this time I'm going to come up and watch you guys working. Go. 1, 2, 3, spread the fingers wide. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going that. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Don't collapse your back. Keep the body up very high. I just want you to get into their kind of comfort zone. You know, when people have bad backs, this is what I teach them. Does it sound it goes against everything? But when you have a back problem and you get rid of it through medication or whatever, what it does, it only stores in the brain. So when you do something wrong and you pick something up wrong, you feel the back going, here's what the fear sets in. So what I want to do is teach you that you take control. This is what this did for me in my hip. I took control. So I have arthritis, but I don't have no pain. So something must be right. So you feel with the hands and the fingers laid wide that you have to strengthen the fingers and hands. And you feel this kind of, you're not used to doing that. So for arthritis and things like that, get the flexibility back into your fingers and your hands. These are really important tools. Let's go again. We'll go another 20. So this time, stay very strong. Let me just show you one. Don't collapse going across like this. Don't do this. That's down on my back. Stay high, look. This girl down the end. She goes very gentle with the movement. That's what you need to learn. Off you go, try. 1, 2, 3. Don't keep the feet together now. 4, 5. That's it. Very strong. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let the hips fall a bit. 1, 2. Very strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you can see it so well. You know, I like having people say, oh, you must get bored. I never get bored doing this. I've been doing this for 25 years. And there was a time when I did every day, 7 days a week, for 7.5 years. Pure madness. So I wanted to get to see how fast I could go, and I got the whole thing done in 47 minutes. Well, I'm not going to the Olympics, and I'm too old for that. But what I want to do is kind of, how can I get the body to work without this pure madness? You know, inside the gyms, you hear all this, wah, they're slashing things down. Let's know when the body is screaming. Keep it quiet. Keep this very quiet. You'll be surprised what you can do. So what you're doing really is, through an isometric movement, the tendency is, because when you don't have strong fingers and wrists, the elbows want to fall out. It's the same in press-ups and things where we go next. So what I do in press-ups is quite interesting. A lot of guys do press-ups and they go really deep down here like this. I don't do that. I don't have to do that. You can do it if you want to. I only go halfway down. So I want to keep alignment. I don't want the shoulder blades to go higher or the elbows to have more pressure being pushed out. So by going halfway down, then I do 50 press-ups, or if you want to do 20 or 30 press-ups, and you say, sure, that's nothing, do another 10. What you want is get this tightness across the chest and the arms to stay rigid. It's this power you put. Another thing I do a lot is that I omit this finger in the movement, because by doing that, it wants to pull me away. But by flicking the center finger over it, I have more power to the fist. It's quite interesting. You can do it straight on. When you come in, well, what you're doing is this kind of squeezing. It's that isometric movement of squeezing. That's what builds muscle. That is what makes power. So here, you can do the outside. So what I do is halfway down. Huh? Don't worry about moving down. Don't beat yourself up. It's about longevity. Once you get longevity, you can keep going. You keep up in the tempo. So you sit, back again. Sit, back again. Circuit training. Fast, strong. Okay, so what we do is take the hands like this. Spread the fingers wide. Now when you're moving down to the pose, if you want to stay at one knee like this, wrap the foot up, but don't do this. The terrible habit of doing something is this. We lift and we have these fingers lifting up. The pressure now comes to my elbow. Get this imaginary feeling that you're squeezing in when you move down. And that's what you have to keep doing. You can't bring the hands, they have to stay flat on the mat. Up on one foot if you want. Now move halfway down. Go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. So the one thing is the thumbs. Keep the thumbs splayed wide. Keep the thumbs rounded. Do not let the little ends run under the finger here. Keep them down. You see the whiteness on the thumb? Has to stay. What you're doing then is just like a Melosion, no? You see the hands flat. I want to get this feeling of the chest tightening. That's the strength of it. So when you do a press up, it's not this. That's not a press up. Do you see that? Look, the neck cavity squeezes in. The elbows want to fall away. Turn the hands in 45 degrees so the elbows are in line with the wrists. You get no medals for bravery. When you start wearing on joints, now you have a problem. That's what this arthritic hip taught me. When you talk to it and work with it, I don't have problems with it, walking with it or sleeping with it. Not many people that have done it. Remember, it's form. If you're going straight-handed, the elbows have to tuck in by the side, like pistons. You won't have pistons going out in the car like that. They go straight. Okay, go again. 15. Thumbs down, guys. 1, 2, 3. Keep the thumbs down. Don't let them move. You don't have to move too far down the pose if you don't want to. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You look very happy. Now, this is a good age for you to start. You understand what I mean? It's much easier. When you work with your body like in gymnastics, it's easier. Why do we want to beat the crap out of your body? We all did it. I did it with weights. I did it playing professional football and everything like that. And it comes down to when you stop, oh. Do you know, it is a mental thing. When your career comes to an end, to become a major injury, and now the first thing that enters your head is, what do I do now? It's terrible, you know. So this thing keeps me going, the yoga mat. I don't look out the window, I'm ready, the mat keeps looking at me, ready to go again. And it's not like as if I'm on the mat for 4 hours a day and things like that. I can go on the mat for 25 minutes and just do a bit of the yoga, a bit of stretching. What it does, it clears your head. It's a wonderful way. The mental side of it, and I've met a lot of people that had a lot of problems with suicide problems. They could go running and things like that, but they couldn't clear their head. This is what this does. This is the beauty of it. Find something for yourself that has a purpose. Doesn't matter what it is. That's what keeps you going. All right, last time. Together. 15. Look at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Turn the wrist. Beginning to forget the count now of everything by old age. I said, did I do 50? Okay, the running. Running, you can do the bar. If you ever see these and needle things by them, they're fabulous to work with. Because you can stay high, you can do the press ups high, you know, as this lass does down here. She just moves like this. This is all you want. Don't overpower the body. Running is the same thing. If I go on these, I'll show you two things. Here's climbing up the stairs, no? You see it? This is no good. Look at the toes pointing down. I want to bring the knees in as far as the chest because I want to hit the tummy. And by lifting the upper muscles up in an isometric movement like a cat, that's the only way you get the knees in. If you try to get the knees in with the back flat, the chest gets tired and tight. So your breathing becomes very restricted. So this is what I mean again by form. So when you work, again I grip always with the forefinger in. But we'll do without that. So here you can get the foot to the mat, look, with these things. You can stretch the back of the calf, the hamstring. Legs straight up, the knees come in, look. The feet point. See how gentle it is? By holding the body up, it's like punching. And then you can go fast and then slow down. Watch the sweat. All right, let's try it on the back. Let's go for 30. Up I go, point the heel to the mat. Point the foot, look, point the toes. Bring the knee under. Go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we nearly got it. The feet have to point. I know it's not easy yoga. I know a lot of people say, oh, I felt great. Then I've never seen them again. I had two women going down the stairs in the crack club, GA club. And they said, Greta, did you enjoy the yoga? I loved it. She was outside the door getting sick with her friend. So yeah, I can get carried away a little bit, you know, if you're not used to it. But if I can show you what you can do for yourself and get fit, you only need a little square. You can get very fit. You don't need gyms. You know, I see gyms being packed up by people. And what they do is they bring you in, get you on a treadmill, and there I see so many people lost. They don't know what to go to next. They should be thought by the right people. You never see strength, conditioning, and flexibility, because most trainers don't know how to teach stretching. So the thing about it is, guys, when you do, take your time, build. It's stone on stone. This is not easy to do. Let me just show you, but the reasons that I'm showing you is if the toes point down towards the floor, you're pushing from your lower back. You're going to get tight in your chest. It's like a fish moving in the water, very gentle, and all of a sudden it just moves the fin, and then it's like a rocket. Let me show. So here, the foot points, look, they point, and I jump back on the toes. So you can hold the pose quite strong, and then off you go. Punch, punch. You see it? It's that punch, punch, slow, punch, punch. It's like in boxing. Boxing is the same thing, it's fast, punch, punch. But this is the same. This is working the whole body now. This is really yoga for fitness people, really want to get fit, or people that want to do something. Let's try it. Go 30. Right foot to the mat. Bring the knee under, point the toes. Lift the back muscles up. Go, punch. Punch. Now let the eyes go soft. 5 more. Much better. Well done. Well done. Much better. Point the toes. Punch. You see, the sternum gets pulled down because I'm rounding the upper body. The knees come in, pushed up here. Cardiovascular, stomach work. But look what you have to do. You have to hold your body up high. That's where the gymnastics come into it. So if you want to lose weight or if you want to get fit, here it is. Now the beauty of it is you have to do the 3 things together. That's the finish of the yoga. Then we go stretching. So the first thing we do, let me show you. Can you keep this quiet? No panic, watch, just watch. Okay. Good. Try. First the run. Okay, first sun salutation. 10 sun salutation. Don't bring the feet together now. Shoulders apart. Up I go. Push way back. Attack the cross. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try your best. 5, 6, 7, 8. Look happy. 9 and 10. Now hold. Watch yourself. Now go for the run. Bring the knee under. Point the toes. And go. 20, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now don't drop to the knees. Turn the heads in. Form, form, form. One foot behind the other. Off you go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. See what's happening to the caddy. No, I'll tell you the reason why you did good, because you tried.
Yeah, but like, most I thought
Yeah. Look, the thing about it is you can make little mistakes, but I'm watching you as long as you don't make big ones. You can get hurt in yoga. There's no doubt you can get hurt in any sport. I'm trying to teach you to move a little bit away. Some people, you see older people when they start getting fragile. You see them walking down the stairs, or you see them walking. And I'm 68. I could run up and down the stairs. I ran up the Eiffel Tower to test myself against another guy, just to see could I do it. It's a while back, but I can do it. I don't want to go into a situation in life where someone is kind of looking after me. I want to look after myself. And it makes my kids much happier to see me happy like that. So it is. So for me, getting arthritis in my right hip was a blessing in itself, because I would never have found yoga in San Francisco. And I'm only showing you something here, what you could do. Doesn't mean to say that you will stop doing it, but we might save one person doing them along. I always get people after years coming back to me, and they start doing the yoga. And I get a lot of people, a lot of women that struggle. And when they do the yoga with me, they get much more confident. Life is about a bit of confidence, moving away from the fear factor. It really is. We take everything on board with the gym and the whole lot, and as I say, you get a bit lost. Find something that you like, something easy. All right, let's go to stretching. Now it gets quite interesting. So when you work, it's gripping. There's no softness kind. This gripping is quite strong, because I want to take pressure and show you. By gripping here, there's no kind of softness. You see a lot of this, doing a lot of this. See this? But the pressure, it might be on my leg, it's on my neck. Do you understand? But by gripping tight, look, takes the pressure off my neck. By gripping, pulling in, punch up. Steady elastic. I'll have you like Bruce Lee, baby. But it is. If I have to put my leg up on that, it's not that I'm going to just lift it up. It's about this big lift. It's movement with energy. Okay, let's try. Bring the leg in. Pull the knee in, watch. Touch the knee. Give it a hook. Bring the leg up, straight up. Point the toes. Right leg down, left leg in. Strong, nice, strong. Bring the leg up. Bring both legs up. Point the toes. Bring the head to the mat. Chest goes down. Head up. Punch forward. So to move away from your back, point the toes, like in ballet. That punches you up. Let me show you how fast. We have a tendency of lifting from the knees. When you move, grip. Not here, here. Pull it. My hip wouldn't allow me to do this. This one. Punch up. Hold. See that pull down? Out. punch up, point. See the kind of pop up. It's the feet that push me up. Try, go fast. Bring the leg up. Catch. Grip. Pull down. No. Grip. Pull down. See this? Here's the softness. Look. My balance is gone. Right leg down. Left leg in. Very good. Bring the leg up. Very good. Both legs up. Point. Very good. Punch forward. Like that. Start kind of. You're working now. Watch this. See if I catch you. Look at the balance all gone. See I grip. Watch. Now it's power. See it's like. Don't do this kind of half gripping like this, gripping like that. It's the same when you walk one leg. Huh? I have to point the toes, point the fingers, punch. It's that kind of. Stand up so I'm going to do a bit of stretching. Bring the legs out. Hands to the mat or to your knees. Get the stretch in your legs. Bring the hands here, look. Keep the feet. If you can't do this, don't attempt it. But the guys, watch it. Now, 1, 2. Keep the feet flat. 3. Okay. Up the heads again. Tough in here like this. That's it, that's what you're saying. I always do it. Alright, put the elbows inside the knees and you walk like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big power. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk the feet in like this. Bring the palms of the hands to the mat. Hold it. Catch the ankles. The inside. Push the knees away. Push them away. Hold it. Hold. Hold the shoulders down the back. Out the back, it's coming back. Put the hands on the knees. Don't lift the back up now. Roll up into the post. Roll as if you're coming up this way. Like that. Back up. Please. Bring the hands up. Down. Touch the back. Down by your side. Energy through the fingers. Hands and the hands face up, going up. Hands and the hands face down, going down. Into the groins. Back up. All the way down. Put your hands inside your feet. The legs straight. The palms of the hands to the mat. Fist to the mat. Fingers to the mat. Hands on the knees. Roll up. And down. Back down onto the mat. Last time, I don't want to beat you guys up too much. Last time you do the whole thing together, fast, but shorter time. Sun salutation, 10. 10 press-ups. So we're going to add the legs in this time to fun of it. Okay, so the leg workout is great fun. This, I was doing a class down in Kilkee 3 weeks ago, and I was teaching them this, the leg work. And there's a woman with me, she's very, very strong in the yoga. She couldn't walk after. I don't know. And she was walking like a duck, like this. I said, what's wrong with you, Natalie? My legs, my legs. Let me show you the legs. So again, you see, you look at the form of squatting. People doing weights on the shoulder. Look the way the body goes. They're crucifying their hips, their back. I don't care. Squatting will build your quads. It won't stretch muscle. It'll build your quads, strengthen the glutes, things like that. It destroys your back. I don't care what anyone says. People that do squatting professionally, every time they do 200 kilos of a lift, what are they doing inside the room? They're stretching their hips. We don't do that. We take everything for granted. When I studied this yoga, when I finished the yoga after the 1200 movements, I just put my hands into prayer and I always said, sounds madness. I always thanked my body for doing the work, not my brain. And the brain is to get pissed off and send some sort of a negative energy someplace in my body. But I kept fighting. And it really works. So this concept of someone saying that you're not nice or you're not good looking, tell yourself in the mirror, you keep telling yourself so many times, it works. It's the same in a workout. The very same thing. Everybody is beautiful. To me, I have zero ego on the mat when I'm working with people, because I can understand everybody across from me. But I've worked with the best yoga teachers in the world. You won't get 2 feet to have a chat with them. They're egos. That's not what yoga is about. That's what sport is not about that. We should share. So the leg workout, we're going to add this in to the fast program, and then we're going to finish up, because you won't walk after it or won't talk to me again. Okay, the feet turn out, watch, like a duck. I invented this thing myself. See here, I have to get the backside to sit on the heels. Just watch for a second now. So the knees go the width of the mat. The knees don't get pulled in going up. I go straight up. Look, 1, 2, you look back. 3, 4, and 5. And you hold, watch. Now the knees, the feet come straight. The knees stay very tight. Do not let the knees open up. And I'll explain to you why. Up straight, 1. And squeeze up, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got it? God, you look very enthusiastic. Anyway, turn the feet out like a duck. Just try it. It's a bit of fun. Get the feet wide, very wide. Get the heels together. They won't stay together in the movement. No, you've got to get the backside sitting on the back of the heels as close as possible. Now go straight up high, and go high up on the toes. 1, up on the toes, quick. 2, 3, don't punch forward now, up straight. 4, it's that squeeze in the quads. And 5, now hold. Bring the feet together straight. Bring them in together very tight. Keep the knees very tight. Now bend the knees and sit back. And up I go. And 1, squeeze. 2, 3, don't let the knees open. 4, and 5. Okay? Like that. It has to go up straight like a butterfly. It's this kind of, it's ballet. The ballerina that I worked out with in San Francisco. 52 years of age. It blow you away. How amazing. So I'm really intrigued by these people, gymnasts and everything. I have just this kind of concept. How can they produce so much energy to a body? It's just power. It's also, the body is only a bundle of energy. It's nothing more. We're only a dot. But you can produce it. You can produce great power, light power. So Bruce Lee, you say, I want to hit you with a bolt, but it's on an elastic band. That's the way you have to go. It's this power from the hip. I teach a lot of martial artists. They got so much power from it. All right, so last time, I want to do it all. Stay strong now. 10 sun salutation, 5 press-ups, 20 runs, and 10 legs. Can you try it? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't think ahead now. 8, 9, 10. The press ups. Can you keep the form? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The runs. Foot to the mat. Bring the knee under. Point. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. The legs. Woo, Jesus. Go straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Straight legs. Higher on the toes. 1. No cheating. 2. Keep the knees tight. 3. Very tight. 4. And 5. And you have to do that.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that every morning. But it tells you what your diet is and everything. If you eat chocolate before the class, run. I hate this from above him. This is Brother 90. He's a boxer, lovely guy. He's eating a bar of chocolate. I said, what are you doing? I didn't eat anything all day, bro, he said. He's great fun. He did the yoga. He ran for the toe. So yeah, your digestive system changes completely. It really does. You can't eat crap anymore. It just doesn't stay there. Look at the whole concept. Get fit, strong, your digestive system. You just can't eat the same. I couldn't go in there. I had a class once and do a diet, and I went into a McDonald's. I got so sick, it was unbelievable. Never again did I have a McDonald's. I wouldn't even let my children have it. God love them. All right. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. You know? Right.
Thanks so much. Thanks very much.
Good night. It's different.
I will be trying to do that every day.
Do it.
Yeah. That's, yeah, for a good shape and yeah.
Why not?
Thank you very much for
You're
that.
more than welcome. Yeah. You were fantastic.
How are you?
That's a deal. You got it's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But you can change it. You can. Do you know we have a terrible habit of giving in? Terrible habit. You get me down. You ask me to write something down. I can't do it. But I can look at somebody and look at 10, 20, 30 people across me, and I can see if someone has a back problem. It was a bit of a gift that was given to me. And the only thing is, because I had so many problems, shoulder problems, the hip problem, back problems, is that I have this empathy again for people across me. So if you go to a yoga teacher and you see a yoga teacher and she's, oh my God, she's beautiful, but it's intimidating for you, don't. Go and enjoy. You want to get something out. You're paying for it. Doesn't mean to say they're good teachers when they look like that. I see enough yoga teachers doing a 6-month course above the job. That is not a yoga teacher. They haven't a clue what they're doing. So it's the same going to a doctor. Go to the ones that have been in the war. When I say in the war, that they've seen a lot of pain themselves and things, so they understand why you're going. Not a fellow that reads from a book. So anything like that. Find a little bit of a purpose, find a bit of movement, anything. Even the sun salutation, you don't have to do everything. I know people do 10 sun salutations every day. They get fantastic rewards out of it. For me, it's pure madness. But I love it. You know, so whenever somebody says to me, yeah, the easiest thing to say, oh, that's too hard, or this, or the worst thing you could ever say, I'll try. That's what my brother says. Could you teach me yoga? And I tell you, yeah, I'll try. It's off. I'm wasting my time. Don't try, do something. Even if it's spinning, anything, do something. Keep going. The body's meant to move. I understand.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do not give the lights on the front over.
Are you doing also a private yoga sessions or
Yeah,
you do
private.
classes?
No
Private.
classes.
Only private, yeah?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
do a few classes now at my age. At my age, I can say, yeah, I enjoy. I used to do 3 classes a day, 6 days a week, and I fell out of love with it. You know, I want to teach people, but I want to teach people that really have an interest, but not waste their money.
That's right.
Not waste my time.
That's,
you know,
that's right.
And
yeah.
I think it's just logic for the person. Why waste your money? You know,
Absolutely.
it's something that you can pick up very quick. Learning the yoga band, there's a few movements with the yoga band. If you have a shoulder problem, there's a few movements with the hands, it's the same. Learning that, it kind of brings you onto the mat. Yoga for me years ago, it was kind of, you say hatha yoga, you do all these kind of poses. You know?
Yes.
I don't have time to do that. I just want to get something else out of the yoga. Give me a bit of strength, give me a bit of flexibility, a bit of freedom.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's right. Yeah. It's all about actually your mental health with the physical.
Correct.
And you need to bind this together. And
Correct.
if you just go for your body, you need to also train your brain.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this with weights, you can see it.
Yeah.
And I know they're not cutting weights down, but you can see it. It brings a lot of aggression. This thing takes the aggression out of you because it totally empties you. And when it does that, it quietens the brain. So the brain is very, very quiet. It's not. And as I talk about the suicide, I've heard of plenty of people that can go running and then all of a sudden their brain is on fire again. This empties it. This kind of gives you a reward. Every time when I did the yoga, when I finished, it gave me an entitlement to a coffee, an entitlement to walk, watch people when they're going in, and watch people are really how down they are in themselves. For me, it's just a wonderful feeling of like floating. It's just this emptiness. It's work, but you have to work at it. It's just like yourself with all the material. You had to work to learn how to do this. It's no different from this. It doesn't mean to say you have to do all the things that I do, but you can just do something. Some of them. Work at it. And once you see the body working, it becomes this kind of light. Once you get lightness in the body, you get lightness in the brain.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Thanks very much for that session. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.